I'm excited to see all of you. This week, we're going to do a regular kind of group mentoring call. And so I have those of you who I mentor, I have opened up individual mentorship. But the reason why we were doing group mentoring was because I entered Diamond Club, which has been such a whirlwind. And we're still doing Diamond Club till the end of June. And as a participant, there's a lot of responsibility, a lot of tracking RCPs, inputting them into the portal, following up, helping new enrollments, making sure basically you're just doing your pipes times 5 at least. Whatever amount you're spending in each of your pipes multiplied. So you're like doing more contacting, more classes, more inviting, more enrolling. And so I've been in Diamond Club for the last 4 months, and heading into that, I knew that I couldn't do everything. So instead of doing the individual mentor calls that I've been doing with those of you who I personally enrolled and I've been mentoring, I've been offering the group mentoring sessions on Tuesdays since March. We're heading into the last month, and so at the end of June will be our last group mentoring call. I appreciate you guys for coming in strong to last week's corporate call with Jake. That was great, and so thank you guys for showing up live. So this week, I didn't want it to be too structured. I wanted to make sure that I give us time to speak with each other and connect, because the next 3 weeks, the topics will be social media talks. So we'll talk about social media. We'll get some good social media tips. You guys can ask me whatever questions you want about how I've built my business on social media. Not entirely, but I've definitely taken advantage of my platform. And honestly, when I first started doing the business, there weren't very many people building doTERRA on Instagram. Shocker, because a lot of you are just, that's your normal, right? When I started doing this business, no one was really building on Instagram. And so I definitely took advantage of that, and then kind of paved the way, especially for my cross lines, my uplines, to kind of see how you can build a business on Instagram. But most people, 4 years ago, were building doTERRA on Facebook. So that's what I mean when you're like, well, where was everyone if they weren't building on Instagram yet? It was Facebook. So next week we will do social media talks. I definitely want to talk to you guys about how to authentically speak, how to what to post, when to post, those types of things. I did do an entire social media training series that was recorded, and it's on the builders page, but I know there is a difference sometimes in revisiting that same subject, having the opportunity for you guys to speak live and ask questions live. And then also I had a request. So I had a request of a leader saying that their team could definitely use some social media conversations and advice. Okay. The week after that, we will talk about placement strategy. You guys can bring your questions. I'm not perfect at placements, but I can give you my best advice. Okay. And then the final week in June, we will talk about finding and developing builders. Our teams are growing very, very fast. So I will basically just give you what I do when I find builders, my best tips there, but then also onboarding them into training, and what I have created for you guys that you guys can use as you onboard your own builders. And then even just like the type of conversations to have with someone who says they're interested in the business, and then where do I place them? And it can get a little complicated. I know some of you have been contacting me a lot, like, I don't want to do the wrong thing. I don't want to place them in the wrong spot, and we make mistakes. But also, I don't think if I look back on my entire structure, I don't look at it in that way. Because I want you guys to look at your business in an abundant mindset and not a scarcity mindset of, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have placed that person there. And I don't know why I thought this person would do well there. They should have been here. Nothing's going to be perfect. And we learn as we go. And don't look at it too much of like, I missed out on this opportunity, or I'm falling short here, or whatnot. Look at it in, I'm so lucky. I have this amount of builders. I may have 3 really strong builders on one leg and not really a builder here, but I am abundant. I'm going to find someone to put on this leg or in this spot or support this leg. Okay. Awesome, you guys. So this week is connecting. We can talk about some things. Next week, social media. The next week after that, placement strategy. And the following week is finding and developing builders. How are you guys? Thanks for letting me do that whole spiel. So last week we did corporate, right? We did a corporate call. What did you guys think? Did you like hearing from corporate? Yeah. Karine said, great topics, Ash. And I just want to share, that was actually feedback from your leaders. That's Britt. Alexis gave some feedback. And so that's your leaders kind of listening to what you guys need. And then me kind of looking at, you know, what could my builders, the ones that I'm mentoring, use as well. So thanks to you guys. Jake is bomb. Jake was super good. He, like I shared in the call, it's been such a difference. I wouldn't say it's a difference in my business, but they make a difference in my business. I don't feel alone in Hawaii. I don't feel alone or anything, but sometimes corporate can just seem so far away. Location-wise, right? They're 4 hours difference right now, but they're also across the Pacific Ocean. But mostly just when you feel like the corporate team isn't in reach, sometimes you feel not alone, but you know what I'm trying to say? You feel like sometimes you have to make some decisions on your own, or you don't know if you can do this or that or whatnot. And when you have corporate telling you, you got this, I'm on your side, you can call this person or that person, right? Business advancement, account management. That's huge. Like, I love my mentor. I love my Noelle, my upline. But when you need a second opinion, or when you want a second opinion, this is your business, you guys. And I don't want you to look at your upline as that's my all-knowing resource. Anything my upline tells me to do, I'm going to do it. At the end of the day, this is your business. So I never want you to be in a position where you're like, shoot, I don't know what I did, why I did this, why I did that. My upline told me to do that. That's not what we're here for. We're here to give advice. We're here to mentor you. We're here to share our experiences. But at the end of the day, that decision is yours. And so if you need a few different voices, a few different input, that's going to be your upline, maybe your upline above that, above them. And then business advancements, right? Silver and above, you get an account manager. Like, that account manager is for you, well, a whole group of people, but that's the one person you get to call. And it's pretty awesome, right? Silver, gold, platinum, diamond. Now as a blue diamond, I had no idea. I just got this random email. Congratulations on reaching blue diamond. My name is Chelsea. I'm your new account manager. You get to email me something that's a little different. You get to email my personal email instead of like a doTERRA diamonds at doTERRA.com, diamonds at doTERRA.com. It's her actual email. And then here's my number. You get to text me. That's huge. And I asked her, I was like, oh, what are your hours? She's like, you can text me at any time of day. I was like, what? First of all, I'm not going to do that. I'm very mindful of when I text her. I'm not going to text her at 4 p.m. because it's 8 p.m. in Utah. But I definitely text her in the morning, and I try to, get what I can out of it without taking advantage and still being resourceful as a person and as a leader. But things that she has helped me with this past week, or the past 2 weeks since I've been connected to her, was double checking my numbers for Diamond when we closed out as Diamond last month, checking that all the qualifiers have placed their qualifying orders and that they've reached their goals. She's helped me with Alyssa. They're both on the call. Kristen, we did some account transfers, right? And if you guys need help with exceptions requests, with account transfers, and you want me to just double check you know, or you want me to double check your stuff and then I'll double check with my account manager. I can do that for us. And so Chelsea can expedite things and then also just be like my second pair of eyes. So you guys have your eyes, then you have me as your eyes, and then she's my second pair of eyes. So it's pretty awesome. And as far as like, hey, how do I do an account transfer? I'm going to have you call business advancement, right? And you guys are going to be resourceful in that way. And they're going to walk you through what exactly you need. But then I'm going to be after that and be like, okay, let me help you fill out this paper, get this to the right people. Once that's completed, then I'll email it to placements and CC my account manager so that she watches it too, and we make sure it gets expedited as quickly as possible. Okay, that's just a couple of things. Something that's really cool that Chelsea sent me was a whole breakdown of every personally enrolled builder on my team, what rank they're at, and if they're getting their power of 3, so that I can strategize best for Founders Club. So if you're in Founders Club or you want to see the possibilities, I would call, email your account manager. If you're not a silver yet, call, email business advancements and ask them if they can give you a list. But honestly, if you are premier or below, you don't have like a huge list of builders, right? So you can actually go in your back office and look up each builder that's personally enrolled to you and what is their highest rank. And then look on the last 3 months and see if they've reached their power of 3 and where they closed out at. Oops, sorry, there's people in the waiting room. Sorry. That waiting room, I don't know how to turn it off. So if you guys know, I'm like not the best with technical stuff. Let me know. What did you guys think about seeing and actually hearing from not 1, but 2 members from Business Advancement on that call? And you guys can unmute, like this is, we're talking. Okay, Precious said, it's nice to hear from someone from corporate. That's from Hawaii. I agree, totally. A few years ago, when I started, there wasn't anyone from Hawaii. Simone came in. It was nice to meet him. And I feel like he welcomed me with open arms. And when there was a Hawaii event, I wasn't even a diamond. And he asked me to speak at this event, called me personally, can you speak at this event? I was a platinum. It's freaking scary. I told you, I don't know if I've shared this enough, but if corporate asks you to speak on a stage, you don't say no. But it is one of the scariest things I've ever done in my whole life. My whole life. But does it help you grow? Absolutely. Whole Fit was doing a podcast about when you get asked to speak, you take it as a challenge and you make yourself as comfortable and confident and prepared as possible, and you just do it. And you will gain so much growth from that, right? And then I shared with you guys that when I was going for Diamond, Simone sent me a video wishing me luck from all of corporate to close out Diamond in the next couple days. And that they're excited to see me walk down the purple carpet. Jake came in last year. He just made a year. I met him at the Diamond retreat when I went up to corporate. It only happens once a year. And so, yeah, again, it's just cool to see familiar faces when you go to these corporate events. And so they'll come down to Hawaii, but you'll also see them at convention and at leadership and all that good stuff. Okay, Jake was good. Awesome, you guys. Sometimes you feel small because we're on a rock in the middle of the ocean, but yeah, they see us. You guys, we're killing it. Hawaii is killing it. It's kind of nuts. Did I show you this? I don't think I did. Did I take a picture? The reason why I asked him to speak was because we did a Hawaii Diamonds call. So once you become a diamond in Hawaii, there's a special Facebook group. And we just kind of hear some updates and stuff. And then we get invited to corporate calls once in a while that are just for Hawaii Diamonds and above. So for Diamond Club, there were just in Hawaii, there were 8 new silvers, 12 new golds, and these are all people in Diamond Club that are in Hawaii. 2 new platinums, and 2 new blue diamonds. There are 22 Hawaii participants, and look how many upranked. Sorry, that might have been wrong. Overall in Hawaii, there were 8 new silvers, 12 new golds, 2 new platinums, 2 new blue diamonds in April. For Hawaii Diamond Club, there's 22 in Diamond Club. For Diamond Club rank advancements of Hawaii members, 4 golds, 2 blue diamonds. And for Diamond Club standings, there's 4 of us in the top 50. So in all of the US that is doing Diamond Club, the top 50, there's 4 that are in Hawaii in there. So I was looking at that. One of them was me. One of them is Eliza. You know Eliza, we love her. She's actually been like teeter-tottering on #1 and grand prize. Is that freaking bomb? She won't share that, but I'm gonna share that with you, and you guys can go message her and tell her like, oh my gosh, you got this. Get to that grand prize spot by the end of June, right? And then Neil Wong, he's a blue diamond, I think. And then the other one is Carlel, and she just reached blue diamond. In the top 50, there's 4 diamonds and above in the top 50 that are in Hawaii. That means, and so the thing is that I liked about it and joining with those people and the diamonds in that call, when you reach diamond, you have a huge team who are constantly enrolling, right? You have leaders, you have builders, you have sharers. So to be a diamond, especially Carlel and Neil and Liza, they've been doing this business. I've been doing this business for almost 4 years. They've been doing this business, some of them for 8 years. They're still pushing themselves to do Diamond Club, and they're still able to find new enrollments and new builders and new sharers. And so I shared that with them on the call of how much I admired them and how inspiring they are. You know what I'm trying to say? When you've been doing this business for so long and you're still trying to do Diamond Club and you're still enrolling people like crazy and in the top 50, you are always constantly challenging yourself and growing. Crazy. So if any of you think, I don't have anyone left to reach out to, I know we can have that, remember, scarcity mindset. I know we can have that scarcity mindset sometimes, but look at these guys, diamonds and above, who have been doing this business for like 8 years, still in the top 50 of Diamond Club, still doing Diamond Club, still enrolling people. So if you ever feel like you've stepped into that scarcity mindset of like, I've reached out to everyone I know, I have no one else to reach out to, then maybe remember them or whatever else that makes you feel motivated and inspired, because you can't run out of contacts. I've been thinking about it a lot. It's like, what's going to happen to me? like next year, what's going to happen? There's so many new people, as far as people opening their eyes, wanting to step into the Natural Solutions lifestyle, right? But there's also young people slowly, as they turn 20, whatever, the next year of life, they're starting to now want to learn about the Natural Solutions. And if you're not the one reaching out to them, your new builders will, right? And so I don't want you guys to ever feel like you're going to run out of contacts, because your team will always, always grow. And I think that feels really nice when you're building a pipeline, because that you can have security, like secure feelings that your pipeline is not going to go away. I'm talking about your unilevel commission. That's your people ordering monthly. Your unilevel commission, when you're about a gold, can be about $2,000 or more. That's the stuff that's happening when, if you need to take a month off, when you need to be with your family, when you need to be with your kids, you can't work as many hours in your doTERRA business, that is the automatic check that's going to come. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. My unilevel check has gone up to 7,000. That's not enrolling and power of 3 and rank bonus. That's me enrolling and supporting customers, helping them be on LRP, then teaching all of you guys to do the same. So when we talk about, the only reason why I shared that with you guys is because we need to be real, and I need you guys to know that this is freaking real. Like crazy. Yeah? Okay, awesome. Has anybody looked at their monthly paycheck and have noticed your unilevel bonus? You're gonna go into your back office, and on your dashboard, I didn't know that I was gonna talk about all this, by the way, but we're going with the flow, right? You guys are liking it? You go into your dashboard, and on the left-hand side, you're gonna see the graphs. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to log in so I can look at what I'm seeing. There's two graphs on the bottom left. Your first graph is your fast start. 6 weeks fast start, okay. When you hover over those, these can be very high one day, you guys. If you're enrolling, you have builders enrolled to you, and then they're enrolling, and their builders are enrolling, your weekly fast start check can be very high. The next graph under that is called 6 months primary bonus. That's your monthly check that gets run by the middle of the month and then sent to you, right? That's gonna be your bigger check. If you're kind of new still, or you're at that, director elite, executive elite premier, this check might not be big right now. I promise you it will grow, okay? You'll see your monthly check. If you click on that dot, it opens up a PDF. It'll download a PDF. It'll open it. When you open it up and you go to the very bottom, it'll break down what your check is made out of. So it'll say retail profit. That means if anyone went on your website and bought retail, you do get 25% commission. So that difference, right? But of course, we don't recommend people buying retail. And then it has unilevel commission. It'll also have your 3x3 structural bonus, which is your power of 3. So if you're making that 50, 250, 250, 1500, something that I learned, when you reach that 1500, the next set of power of 3 opens up. So I actually got my 1550 power of 3 last month. And then once you're premier, silver, gold, platinum, diamonds, you'll get an extra bonus just for being that rank. Okay. So has anybody seen your unilevel bonus and is seeing it grow? Yeah, you guys are seeing some good numbers. I think mine started, I think I looked at my unilevel, I was like, what? I think I got like $5. What is this? How is that a pipeline? It's, you're building your business in the long run. That unilevel, again, $2,000, $7,000 one day just on unilevel. Okay, so I want you guys to really stick with it. Stick with that, your pipes. Anybody else? Are we looking at commission summary? No, so you're not clicking on the, there's my earnings, 6 weeks fast start graph. When you click on a dot, you can look at like every person that ordered 20%, 10%, 5%. And then if you look on 6 months primary bonus history graph and you click on the dot, it'll break down where you're making unilevel, power of 3, leadership. Then there's commission summary and account inquiry. You can look at those two as well. But yeah, if you guys have any questions there, just kind of look in your back office. Okay. What else did you guys think about the corporate call last week? Let me ask you this, because if you say yes, then I did my job. My whole point of that call was that you guys felt a little bit connected to corporate and that you felt comfortable calling business advancement. And the other thing I wanted to make sure was that you felt like you wanted to be a silver and above rank so that you can get the connection with an account manager. Okay. Kareen, you're so funny. I'm in the top 20 for Diamond Club. And I don't share that with you guys very often, but I'm in the top 20. It's so crazy. And I have Giselle and Aiko and Charity all in Diamond Club. So anything that they do does not count for me. Scarcity versus abundance. I could look at it like, oh my gosh, I have 3 people in Diamond Club. How am I supposed to go anywhere? I can't use any of their points. None of them can come to my classes. Their whole team is going to them. Instead, I looked at, okay, let's let them grow. Let's let them flourish, step into their own leadership. I'm going to work with my builders that I've been mentoring. And then my Brittany leg and my Naomi leg, if they're open to me. My Alexis leg, if they're open to me, right? And that's kind of what you want to look at with that abundance mindset. I also found a few new builders along the way. Okay. Kareen said Carlel is your admin in Gold Rush. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Carlel she's been doing the business for so long. That's bomb. Like, you're so lucky, Kareen. Okay. Awesome. You guys are doing certification course? It's like school. I'm on module 2. That's the farthest I got. Oops, sorry, hold on. Right, it was just my daughter. Sorry about that. I thought it was an emergency knocking on the door. Yeah, I'm on module 2. It's like school, but I think it's really cool. And so if you guys haven't done it yet, if you come across a builder who is like, I need to learn more, I need to know all the things, I don't feel confident or comfortable teaching classes until I learn more, you're gonna wanna get them to do that oil certification course, because they're gonna learn where oils come from, the whole history of oils, the different methods of distillation, how they chemically work, right? All of those good things. And so that might be something that you want to send people to that are those I need to know everything type of people, but also make sure you talk to them about, you don't need to know everything. We learn as you go. If someone has a question that you don't know, let them know I'm learning with you. We all use oils in different ways for different reasons. And so I don't have eczema, but let's look it up together. You bust out your oil book, look what's for eczema, right? Okay, there's quizzes. Yeah, you gotta pass. But there's notes. So I'm listening to the video, but I need like subtitles. I watch TV with subtitles. So I read the notes and then I'll take the quiz. But you gotta do it good, because in order to get to the next one. Okay. Anybody want to share how your month is going or anything about the corporate call? Why are you guys so shy?
I'll share.
Yay, Shauna!
I'll share because, yeah, yesterday I had a really rough day. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a day where my mindset was jacked. Like, I don't know. I think I know, but I don't know. I know that I need more work. One, it's a constant thing. And I know when I fall behind, it gets to me, right? Like feeling that scarcity, like that is like exactly what I felt yesterday. And I think because I've been reaching out and, to my current and to new people and, not getting responses or having that mindset, like, why are they not answering? Or, that negative versus like, I planted the seed, I put it out there, if it comes, it comes, move on, work on something else. And then there's like the oil game. So I just felt overwhelmed plus all of that. But I reshifted after I spent time late last night listening to podcasts, going back to my purpose. Like I had to be reminded, like I have a purpose. Like, why am I doing this? How am I leading? I'm leading with love. I'm leading with health. I'm leading with, being a light for somebody, for myself. And so that immediately shifted things. I woke up better. I immediately journaled. I did my oils. So, it's those things that you have to put in place and be consistent with. And when you do fall off, yeah, you can be in a wreck. Like I just felt the Monday blues. And so anyways, I'm so much better today. I needed this call. And I think that's like the thing, moving forward with abundance, always reminding myself of that. And things will come, like as they have always been. I mean, I've been, very successful all these months. And why? It's because I did the things that I should be doing the way I did it. And so I just fell back a little. But anyways, wanted to share.
Thanks, Shauna. No, we need to hear the hard stuff, and we want to hear you guys sharing that kind of stuff as well, not just all of our successes. And it's okay to have bad days or hard days or low days, like low as far as like the amount of tasks that we complete or the amount of work that we do. Even Britt and I, sorry, Britt, but I know you don't mind. Britt and I have conversations like this all the time, because we're very like, go, 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 do. What else do I need to get done? I have all this energy, like we got to keep going, right? And we talk about this all the time, because I feel like not only does your check-ins, help me, Britt, but it brings so much more awareness. And when we have conversations like this, then it can help us do a little check-in with ourselves. And so Britt was kind of sharing with me a few days ago, like, I'm having a hard time or blah, blah. And I was like, Britt, if you need permission, I'm giving you the permission. I give you permission to take a day. I give you permission to sit on the couch if you need to. This is what I do. I watch Netflix, because when you're watching a show that you enjoy, it makes you laugh, or like isn't like a whole other dream world. You're escaping your life and your stress for a little while. And sometimes that actually helps me fill my cup a little bit, takes the stress away, so I can kind of watch something, regroup after it, and be like, okay, now I know what I'm going to do. Here's my plan of action, right? Or taking a day to just fill your cup, to feel emotions, to do some self-care, right? Whatever you guys need to do, I give you permission to take a day, to take an hour, whatever you need, so that you guys can come back clearer, focused, and go for it full force. Anybody else want to share anything? Or what about if you are going through hardships, you're more than welcome to share that as well.
Can I just share? Sorry, I'm not on camera, but just my voiceover because doing a lot today. But like a bit, just piggyback on what Shauna said. I'm still in summer school actually for college, so 6-week course. I decided to sign up for the oil certification. Doing what does it call it? So summer school and then the oil certification, and as well as the oil games. So when you kind of make that plan of what you're going to do in a day and everything else, and daily mentor calls was just a lot to like write down everything that I wanted to get done. So I kind of was overwhelmed, but I had deadlines per se, especially for my schooling. So I kind of just kept pushing back. Okay, I'll catch up on my day 4 and my day 5 over the weekend because we don't have anything. But then I ended up getting called into work. So I'll start tomorrow or I'll do it tomorrow got pushed back all the way until today. So I definitely felt overwhelmed, but I woke up this morning and I've been reading, I started this book, The Girl Wash Your Face for My Personal Development. And actually the chapter was called I'll Start Tomorrow. And one of the things that I really highlighted was when you really want something, you'll find a way. And when you don't really want something, you'll find an excuse. So I kept like excusing to all of these other things that I needed to get done when they are priority. Just so much of it was a priority. So I did have to just take that time to sit down this morning at like 7 o'clock when I got up to get what I needed to get done, to finish and check off all of my hundreds list, to put down that plan on what I'm going to do, to reach out to people and come up with whatever ways that I had to come up with a plan, and also reach out to my group that I have for the oils game and everything else. And it kind of really pushed me to just refocus, to take that time, just to figure out like, I need to do this, because if I don't do this today, tomorrow's actually never going to happen with whatever else that I need to get done. You know what I mean? And I had to put in my diffuser, I had to put in balance, whatever, just to calm me down and everything else, and just focus in.
Thanks, Daryl Jean. That was nice. That quote, holy smokes, you guys. Can you type that? Does someone remember that? We can type it in the chat and read it. Remember, I'm a subtitle person. So
I can type that in. I'll type that in right now.
Yes. I have to read things. I have to see. I think I just visually need to see things, but then we can remember that. Take a mental picture or write it down. That's amazing. Okay. Well, thanks you guys for sharing. Britt, I know you wanted to share next.
Hi guys. Sorry, can you hear me? I'm like on two different things because my Wi-Fi is going out. Okay, I've been wanting to share this, and I shared it with my team last night because it weighs so heavily on me. And it's the fact that I feel like I've been running nonstop for like 3 months straight, right? Like the second COVID hit, I felt like I was sprinting. Like I told Ash, I felt like I was just running. Like, how do I do this? What do we do this? I'm gonna go do this. And like she said, I came to a point where I felt very overwhelmed, or felt that I was very overwhelmed, and I couldn't give myself the permission to take a breather. And that's just because my personality is, I've set high expectation for myself. So I feel like I need to take a moment. So I was talking to Ash, and she finally gave me that permission, which was amazing. And I feel like that liberated me. So if you don't have the ability to give yourself that permission, text your mentor, text your crossline sister, text somebody to give you that permission. I then had a class, and I told Ash, I'm so sad. My class, it didn't suck. I'm gonna stop saying it did. I didn't have my RSVPs. I didn't have my RSVPs. And it's heartbreaking for me because I know I'm taking time out of Ashley's schedule, out of my builder schedules, right? Out of people who show up schedule, and it's not always moving the needle. And when I say move the needle, I mean like monetarily, like it's not moving my needle the way I would want it to. And I had a moment where I like texted Ash, and I was like, I don't want to waste your time. If they don't hop on, just feel free to go about your day. And she stayed on and participated as if I was having a class. And it opened my eyes to realizing that sometimes you need to just go through with what you plan because you set yourself up for that. So follow through. The biggest thing I did this weekend was I followed through. A lot of the times I set goals or I set plans for myself. We set our 3 things, right? We text each other in that group text of accountability of our things. And sometimes it doesn't happen, right? Like there's so much in our day. But if you say that you're going to do it tomorrow, follow through. Because I'm going to tell you now, it's going to build up to the point where you feel like you can't dig yourself out. And that's how I felt like even yesterday. I felt like I put everything on hold over the weekend to fill my cup, and I couldn't figure out a way to get out of it. Kept digging myself down. But you have to realize that we're all human. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and it's all about how you think of it. So I told this to my builders and team last night, and it's what intention are you setting? So we all set goals. We all set like moments, right? We want to reach ranks, or we want monetary ranks, or we want personal achievements, right? There's goals that we all set, but behind each goal is a feeling. So I told my builders, like, right, I want to hit diamond, but part of it is I want to feel like I achieved something. So what is the intention and the feeling? Like, ask yourself, how do you want to feel? Right? I want to have a family, but behind that is nurturing. I want to feel like I nurture others, and I can get that without a family. I can get that by nurturing builders and nurturing relationships. So have a moment, if you feel like you're running into that scarcity mindset, to see what intention you're setting. Because if you're setting the intention, and this is what I learned today, like I said it last night to my team, but I finally practiced it today, I feel like I'm much more productive because I'm setting the right intention for my task. So that is helping me today. I hope it helps you. Thanks for letting me share, because I honestly needed to like say it out loud to somebody and just share my heart. So thank you for listening.
Thanks, Britt. I'm like, where do I go from there? You made me cry already. I just want to share with you guys, you know, Britt is someone who is very resourceful and very on it and very as her mentor, she tells me what she needs and invites me to things, and that's why I show up for her. But she also does the work, you know, and she's leading a team. I'm just to give you an example, because I want you guys to know that I am available to give the same to you that I do to Britt. And that's, she tells me, I have a class coming up. I want to offer your Diamond Club promo. Can you please come? Would you be willing to come and spend your time there? Yeah, and she also reaches out to me just to tell me all the things she's going to do that day. And I'm like, Britt, I'm so sorry. You guys, I'm like dying over here, not going to lie. I do have a lot on my plate, but I love that she texts, and I just straight up tell her, Britt, I'm so sorry if I don't text you back fast enough, but I will read your messages and I am here for you. She's like, no, I'm just so glad that you let me text you because you're my accountability. I'm like, I'm here for this. And so she also asked me last night, you know, I'm doing a team call, or she told me she was doing a team call. And so I was like, can I come? She said, do you want to speak? And I said, no, I'm not there to speak. You guys come to my team calls. She does her job and gets her team to our calls, things that I hold and I host for you guys, right? You guys hear enough from me. I go, this is for me to learn more about your team. I learned so much about her team. She put it together, a team call, and had each of them send in pictures of their why and then share their why. Everyone was crying the whole time, had a really hard time sharing their stories, but it was just amazing to hear and to see some of her builders. I personally know, I know them, you know, they're my builders that I've placed on her team. And so to just learn more about them and to be given the opportunity as a leader to come and listen and learn about other members on our team was big for me. And so again, I just want to share that with you guys. I'm available in that way to all of you. So please use me as your upline to support you and your team. And I just wanted to just honor you real quick, Britt. Like, you've just showed what it is to be a leader. You showed what it is to be an owner of a business, no matter if their people aren't the class. And I was super stoked to be there. I was like, yeah, you had someone there. They're just a current customer, Kahiao, right? And I'm sure they were stoked that you gave them 1,000% in that class. I was there, Kareen was there. We were like having fun. My kids were running around like crazy. You guys, I'm a lot of the time by myself with 3 kids or 2 kids, and I still make it work so I can support you and be there, you know? And so even for you guys stepping into that, when I teach classes, I set up childcare. Right now I have one with Paul's mom and dad, but Paul has the other 2 for 1 hour, just 1 hour. Other times I've taught classes with kids running behind me. You just got to do it. You figure it out. Yeah, but I've been through a few situations with builders where I'm at their class and sometimes they don't have someone. Shauna actually had one, and we were there talking story. Someone logged on like 10 minutes later and she gave that person her all, and I was right there with her. It was awesome. So just let me know if you guys need me. Otherwise, let your upline know if you need them for support. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else want to share anything? How are you guys doing in your business? I know someone wants to share. Kristen looks like she wants to talk. No, not yet. Okay, she's excited. I'm so excited for each of you. I see you guys. I know right now I'm a little bit overwhelmed and my 3 kids are driving me crazy, but I do see you. I see you growing your businesses. I see you setting up your structures for like silver. I'm looking at Kristen specifically. Kristen has been working her butt off to set her structure up for silver. She's ready to go now.
I was totally gonna say I'll share, but it's just,
yeah.
I'm just I'm excited, like considering like things that I went through earlier this year. It's like it's crazy how things kind of turned around, and I kind of started out like with not really too many builders, and then out of the blue, kind of like how Naomi shared when she hit gold, like her builders just like took off, and I finally have like a team of builders, and I was like telling Ash, oh my gosh, now I have to like do like mentoring, training. And I was just like, I talked to Shauna about this. I talked to Britt. I talked to Alyssa. Like I'm texting everyone separately. Like, what did you guys do for this? Like, how did you prepare? And it's just been crazy. Like, and to see my builders advance, it's like awesome. I'm so excited to help them. And we're like all like, okay, congratulations, you guys, you enrolled. Like I have Jasmine's on this call and she's been enrolling like crazy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're doing it. I was like, you can hit elite in your launch month. I was like, I couldn't even do that. So I'm like so stoked for everyone on my team. And just like I told Ash, I can feel silver, Ash. I was like, it's coming. So I'm just like trying to stay grounded and like make sure I'm doing like my little steps and not get overwhelmed. And then reaching out to each of you, which that's why I love this team. So I was telling my new builders too, I was like, reach out to if you need support, if you need encouragement, if you're feeling down. I was like, the biggest thing I learned this whole time was don't hold it in. That's why I was like, Britt, just let it out. Because holding it in is when you get down on yourself and you get in your own head, and it's like toxic. So let it out, reach out to people, and yeah, I'm just excited. Sorry.
Chris, let me ask you so that everyone else can hear this. How long have you been building this business? Very consistently, enrolling, building your structure without any builders, without any active builders.
Yeah, let's see, I became a wholesale member in 2017, October. I know because that's Makoa's birthday. And then I think it was 6 months after that was when I started doing the business. And I had all these plans and I was like, yes, I'm going to hit elite in like a couple months. It didn't happen, I think, for like, I want to say almost a year. And I was like doing all the things. I was teaching in-person classes monthly and I was doing one-on-ones and it was just rough. And then I think when I went to convention, I was only elite. And then since then it's been crazy. And I've been trying to do it. We moved 3 times, I think, Ash, within that time with the kids. My husband has 2 jobs. He was injured for a bunch of it. And I was like moving when I was like 8 months pregnant with my third by myself because he broke his, injured his foot or something. And then later on he tore his Achilles and I was like, okay. And he's like, well, you should just focus on the kids. I was like, no, I got this. I was like, I'm going to do it. And I said, I'm going to retire you from one job. And so I can tell, like, I'm excited. I keep telling him, I was like, babe, silver is coming and then it's gold and then you can quit. So he's like, okay, just do it. So yeah, it's been a long time. And I'm so proud of everyone that's hitting it like really fast. And then I think it's been what, like 3 years or so, and I'm only like getting to silver now. Or almost to silver, sorry.
So 3 years she's been enrolling and supporting her current customers. She has a super solid PV, like OV every month, because she does the things and takes care of her customers. They're on LRP. And she's been doing this for you and your family, so you have a really strong why without builders for this long. And now all of a sudden, because you stuck to it for so long, everyone sees that. Some of your builders are on this call and they're ready to run with you. Everyone's story is so different, but I just wanted to, highlight that a little bit. Even Shauna is someone who is completely you both built your structures all the way to premier rank with all your personal enrollments, no builders. Again, everyone's story is different, but what I see from these two is because they've done all that, their skills are solid, their pipes are solid, and now they can train their team to do the same. So that's like major, right? Awesome. Well, congrats to both of you. And then Alyssa, do you want to share anything?
Wow. I wasn't expecting to, but I was gonna say though, to Kristen's point, she's like, and then I reached out to everybody, blah, 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 blah. And then Alyssa, I'm like, oh God, like who am I on that list of people? You know what I mean? So when she reached out to me, I do want to share that though. When she reached out to me, she's like, can you come talk to my team? And I was like, oh, about strengths? And then she's like, no. And I'm like, what else do I have to talk about? And then she's like, no, how you like left and you came back and you're hitting it hard. I was like, oh wow, like that matters. Like you care, like so I do want to say that it's really interesting and beautiful that people see what each other's doing, right? And even Britt, when I joined her call that one time, Team Unicorn, I love it. But she even was like, and then Alyssa's gonna talk at the end, like introducing myself. And I was like, wait, why? What? Why? Like, I don't understand. So, I mean, and even just now, Ash, thanks for putting me on the spot, I guess. But
Well, your face is showing and you have so much to share, Alyssa.
oh Lord.
But I also just wanted to highlight you and coming back in the business and working on your structure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it depends what you want to hear about, but I guess regarding structure, yeah. My whole team went inactive. I don't have a team. My whole customers went inactive when I went inactive. Okay, I didn't go inactive. I purchased my oils the whole time I wasn't building. I continued to do it. I think maybe one time I might have been like less than 100, and Ash like reached out to me and was like, you're almost there, don't you want a free oil? And then Sheila was talking about the business and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, that thing, okay, cool. And then I just like redid it. But I remembered Ash's consistency, so when I came back around, I saw how like inactive everyone is. It's like, super dormant. And I was actually on Mile's business page, and it said something about inactive people and the opportunity you have to restructure. And I was like, oh, golden, like I got this. So I was like, okay, opportunity, like Britt, you're saying, like not a scarcity mindset of like, oh my gosh, I have to go enroll all these new people and I have this really awkward looking tree thing going on and I don't even know what to do. It was just like opportunity. Like I can reach out to them. Can you just email doTERRA for me real quick? And then when you're done, you can totally order oils when you want to. And then they did. And I was like, what? So I think, yeah, just like seeing the opportunity in things. And this time, I know like some people were mentioning having a hard time to talk to people during this season and with everything happening. And I was just like, I've hit my PV from last month, like in the first week of this month almost. And I was like, I don't know. I just like reached out to people to connect emotionally. But I think that's how I got into the business, right? I was like, I knew Ash as a person. And I was like, she's cool. I want to be cool. I want to do whatever she's doing. And then like, it was like so practical too of like, this supports my emotions for postpartum. So now during this time, I think I kind of lead with that too of like, man, it's an anxious time, isn't it? It's so crazy. Have you ever, thought about maybe the possibility of using oils? And then people are like, yeah, like, why not? I got nothing to lose. Like, oh, really? Like, okay. Well, I'm having classes on this day and this day. And then they show up and I'm like, oh, everybody, like all the RSVPs, what? Everyone? Okay, hey. And yeah, it's just, and then they enroll and I'm like, what? Like, so I don't know, show up and connect with people. I don't know. I feel really awkward talking to your team.
No, but it's the way that you say things. And you even wrote that in the WhatsApp group. You gave an example to Beth of how you've been reaching out to people and how you're inviting people, right? And you were kind of like, I don't know, like, I'm just Alyssa. You've been doing this business for a while and you've naturally, done it and grown your team. You don't have any builders either. Even if your customers went inactive for a little while, like you just have so much skills to bring in. And it doesn't matter what rank you are or, whatever, like look at the connections that you're making with Kristen and Brett and Shauna. It's really just about people and about, supporting each other. So you're doing great, Alyssa. We're so happy to have you back. By the way, the reason why I'm calling on everybody is because their faces are showing. So anybody else want to share? Otherwise, Precious's face is showing if you want to share it. Now no one's ever going to show their face again on my calls. She turned it off. Oh, so funny. No, but really, do you want to share anything?
A little bit, but not as intense as everybody else. So I kind of wrote in the chat, but I've been having like a really difficult time with people who because in my age range, there's a lot of people who are doing so many different things, right? They're doing Amway, Nutrilite, Monet, all of that, right? So it's like, how do I introduce these oils when they, like Nutrilite and Amway, they already have like things that are for home, beauty products and skincare, whatever. How do I approach them? Like, I don't know. It's been such a like challenge for me. I had one person who does Nutrilite and Amway, and they came to one of our classes, and she was like, I don't know. She was trying to get me into doing her Nutrilite stuff, but she was also interested in DoTerra. So I was just like, how do I don't know. I didn't know how to just approach it. And then there's also like a few of my customers who are doing Monet, but they are interested in the doTERRA products for their children and whatnot. But they can't put a lot of money into buying their products because they have to buy their products from Monet, right? So I've been just having that struggle right now. So if you guys have any tips for me, that would be so appreciated.
Well, that's so interesting. Wait, sorry, are these people that are customers in Monet, or they're building Monet and then you want them to be a customer in doTERRA with you?
I have 2 customers who are doing Monet right now, and I have a bunch, or like 5 people who are potential customers, but they are doing Monet. So I feel like they are not responding to me just because they don't want to make that investment in doTERRA, because they are already investing into Monet. So I don't know. I don't know what to think and approach.
Yeah. Okay. Britt wanted to share something.
Okay, I totally hear what you're saying. Okay, wait, sorry. Wrong audio. Okay, sorry. So I say this and I ask the same questions to my team because this is something I hear very often. Why would you not want to approach them? Like, what holds you back? Why don't you think they can benefit from oils?
That's a good question. I do approach some of them, but the thing is I don't get a response back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say then keep showing up and connecting, how like Alyssa was just saying, how she just genuinely wanted to connect. Because maybe if at the end of the day, you just build a stronger connection and it's somebody you can talk to about building network marketing businesses, right? It's not necessarily that they might buy oils today, but maybe they will down the line. Another question I want to ask you is, if they aren't answering, will that ever stop you from just being their friend?
Oh, no.
Right. So then keep showing up and keep connecting with them. And then if they are interested and then now you're worried about the money, is it something that they personally said? Is that something they said to you?
Mm-hmm. One of them, because she's a stay-home mom and she's only getting her income from the Monet.
Okay. Then I would say, and my advice to my team as well too, is then show them the value of the oils and know that it's not like they have to invest hundreds of dollars, right, to do it every single month. It is if you want to like get the free oil of the month and you order 100 PV. If not, then it's making small swaps, and it's stuff that like other places can't provide, right? Like high quality oils, making small swaps. And it's just about informing them about those small changes they can make to make at least 50 PV to get their points back, right? Because when you think about it, it's like 50 PV can get you so many products already that it's like showing them and really getting down to what are their health concerns. Because a lot of these other network marketing companies, and nothing against what they do, but think about what they offer. Think about if they approach you, what's the benefit? So now flip it and think for yourself, what are you giving them? What is the benefit that you're offering them? You love your oil so much. Now show them why you love them. Show them the value of it. And maybe that will help you kind of change your mindset as to approaching people who are already in network marketing businesses just to be a customer.
Thanks, Britt.
Thanks, Britt. Beth wanted to share something with you too.
Hello. I kind of have been having a lot of the similar experiences as Precious, but I kind of want to like piggyback what Alyssa said, just about like connecting and doing it, like not always thinking about like your business side, but actually just connecting with people, because it's super extra important right now too, since we've been, you know, social distancing. Because I ran into an experience where like kind of like a family member of my daughter's dad, she does like tons of network marketing jobs. Like I feel like at any point in time she has like 10 things going at once. Like I'm like, what kind of company does she have now? You know, she's always doing something. And I actually just reached out to her because her son has eczema. It was unintentional business, like, you know, I just reached out and was like, I think I could help you with that eczema because it's really bad. Have you ever, you know, heard of doTERRA? And she actually responded like right away, and she pretty much became a builder like the next day. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know she like A, knew about doTERRA, knew she wanted products, and B, wanted to be in the business side. But what she said to me is that she said that she was experiencing a lot of her family and friends that do doTERRA, but were really, really pushy towards her. Like her own cousins, like just kind of reaching out to her all the time, and like just too pushy. I don't know how else to say it, but a little bit too pushy. And she didn't feel like people were coming from a good place in wanting her to join their team. So I had no idea what I was getting into with her. I just thought I was going to help her like make some recommendations, maybe give her a sample for something to try for her son. And then a couple days later, she's now a builder for me. And what she told me was that she just was waiting for the right person to come along to make her feel some type of way. So I think like right now, especially like kind of, I think what Alyssa was saying, I think what I got from her message is maybe we're not so much like even intentionally pursuing business things and just like being the people we are. We're obviously like feeling drawn to this company because it's about helping and serving people. And I think like that's what I'm gathering from being a part of this team, is that everybody has that same heart. That's amazing. And I think like we can unintentionally do business just by being who we are and wanting to help people, if that makes sense. So that's my 2 cents.
Thanks, you guys. Does that help, Precious?
Yeah, it did. Thanks, guys.
Okay. There were some comments in the chat, and as far as Jasmine, they do a business with another company, and so they don't want to get a membership. Just, explain to them, when you get a membership, it's wholesale membership. The business side is a whole different type of membership, and I think that should help a lot. I do want to let you guys know, heading into this now, good transition. I want to make sure that we know this. There is a policy manual from doTERRA, and it is important for our businesses. So if you guys haven't read the policy manual yet, please just go to doTERRA.com and type in policy manual, and you'll see the whole thing. We did agree to this manual when we signed up as a wellness advocate. So we want to just double, triple check everything. I do want to say, like, it's kind of in like lawyer type of talk. I don't know if you guys have any other descriptions of it, but it's not the easiest to understand in just straight up English. And so if you have any questions, just let me know and I can ask compliance. But I did want to make sure that I updated you guys that we as wellness advocates cannot have be in another network marketing business. I know most of you are like, I know this, but I just want to make sure we know this. And because sometimes things can come up as like, I'm sharing this wellness lifestyle with everyone, so why not, also share Monet or whatever other kind of companies that are on the same path, because we want to give that service to our customers. I hear you. I'm with you, but we can't have a distributorship in another network marketing company. I didn't say other companies, but network marketing in the same model. There's a section in the policy manual, section 9, and it talks about cross-line recruiting and cross-company recruiting. So when I dissected it, I had Paul kind of help me look through it. cross-line recruiting, no matter what, we have the same hundreds lists we're going to use in any network marketing company, no matter what, the same contact list, the same network, the same hundreds list. And so if we have these doTERRA customers and we are saying, oh, you know, and I just started using this product because doTERRA doesn't have it or whatnot, and I want to help you guys, it still is cross-line recruiting. You're still marketing to the same group of people. I had to really think about it because like, what, why? And I just know that doTERRA is so about the people. And so when I thought about it, I was like, they're protecting our people. They just don't want them to feel like they're getting pulled into all these different network marketing businesses, either as a business side or as a customer. And so I totally hear that. I believe in that, and I'm okay with that. As far as like cross-company recruiting, that just, I think that's a part of like actually being in another company. And whether we know it or not, we influence people. So if we join another company, one of our builders or whatever, another customer might be like, oh, I want to join that company too. That really is the same group of people, the same people that you're talking with in doTERRA. And so again, protecting our people, protecting our customers. I did submit a lot of questions to compliance on Saturday. I'm still waiting to hear back, so I apologize. I really wanted to have some good clarity and show you exactly where it says that in the manual today, but it didn't work out in my favor as far as timing. And so I will send this out in an email. I want to protect you guys, your business. I got a call from corporate themselves just to kind of let me know that we cannot be doing other network marketing companies. It was a little heavy that day, and I'm so sorry to share that with you guys, but compliance looks through our media, our social media. And so if we're promoting other network marketing companies, it's not good for our people. And so I got a call from corporate that we needed to kind of make sure we spread the word within our company, within our team. And I just want you guys to know, because moving forward, you may have a builder come up, you may have a sharer come up who's in another company. And so you're going to have this same conversation with them. Okay. It is separate. So people can be in another business, a network marketing business, and be a customer with us. That's not the issue. It's about having distributorship in 2 different network marketing companies. Okay. Any questions? I know we're over 1 o'clock, but that was kind of important. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Precious, I think you're on. Oh no, you're not on. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Okay. I'll leave it there. And when I get some questions, my questions answered as far as where it is in the manual and maybe a little bit more clarification, I will send that to you guys in an email. Okay. Alrighty. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate each of you for sharing and like really putting your hearts out there. It makes a huge difference to those of you who spoke and those of you who are just listening. Again, it makes a big difference. So thanks, you guys. And I'll see you for the next couple of Tuesdays in June. Alrighty. If you are mentored by me, I'm your mentor. You can schedule an individual mentor call now. It's on my website, or you can text me, and I'm opening up individual calls again. Okay, I'll let you guys go. Have a good day. Bye.